Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Flicks on Connie X. Today we're going to see about giving all the Digimon Frontier Spirits unified evolutions. Let's hop in and see, well, what Con is thinking up this time.
You know, for a season a lot of people claim not to like, Digimon Frontier videos do really well on this channel, which
I
is
liked it.
phenomenal news because I love making them. So recently I was thinking about Kaiser Greymon or Emperor Greymon and Magna Garurumon. They are essentially five
That's the
spirits on each
unified.
side with the kind of main kid or main spirit as the core design. So Spirit of Flame with Takuya or Spirit of Light with Koji. But I think for a lot of Frontier fans and myself, we've always been very curious what it might look like if the other kids
See, that's what it means by unified. 5 spirits in one body.
or the other spirits kind of took the lead of the unified spirit evolution. So with some truly talented artists, today we're exploring just that and giving all the Digimon Frontier
Awesome.
spirits their own unified evolutions.
Show us what you got, Con.
And hey, before we get started, if you've seen any of my videos, you will know that I love experimenting with background lighting, which is why I was over the moon to be reached out to by today's sponsor, Galaxy Lamps. It was behind me the whole time. Whoa!
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, Galaxy Lamps
Never
sent
really
me
paid
out their
attention to
Galaxy
it.
projector. Galaxy projector is like
skip.
and
And
letting
we're
me
good.
pay these wonderful artists. So yes, unified spirits for the
Okay, here we
Frontier
go.
cast. We are taking very much inspiration, of course, from Emperor/Kaiser Greymon and Magna Garurumon for this.
Nice.
From their overall design, the shoulder pads, even their little bits of flair, like the tassels that you can see on them. We're also not
okay.
100% certain if the unified spirits are named after the ancient Digimon or not. So our naming convention is some
maybe.
kind of powerful or commanding prefix, like Emperor, Kaiser, Magna, etc., with said ancient spirits or possibly adventure Digimon. Because of Frontier's naming convention, and we are going solely off the JP names just to make things less confusing, there are some
Okay.
names which reference adventure Digimon and some that maybe are just ancient Digimon. For example, Ancient Greymon is the first in Agunimon's kind of line of spirits to be called Greymon in JP. Vitramon, of course, is
True.
called Burning Greymon in the dub, but we're not counting that. But for example, Rhino Kabuterimon is of course named after Kabuterimon, but Ancient Beatmon is named after,
Ooh.
well, Beatmon. I guess it's named after itself. So I'm going to present different names for a couple of these, just to kind of cover our bases as to whether the unified spirits are named after the ancient Digimon, which I think is likely, but potentially also the adventure Digimon. Anyway, we
Okay.
begin with Chief Ikakumon, or Chief
Ooh.
Megatheriumon, drawn by Weirdomon. We wanted to keep the themes of Chakmon and Blizzardmon, as well as some of the
like it.
hairy feel of ancient Megatheriumon. Because of our uncertainty between the ancient spirits or the adventure Digimon, we kind of split our bets a little bit here. And so while largely
Chief
based it on the Ice Spirit,
Ikakimon.
did tie
I
in
like
some
it.
adventure nods, specifically Digimon in the Gomamon evolution line. So anyway, that's a long walk to a short drink of water to say that Chief Ikakumon, or Chief Megatheriumon, is, in my opinion, a fantastic
I kind of like how it's already starting out with 2 different colors of ice. Blue and red. Not bad.
combination of all of the ice spirits, with those obvious Chakmon and Blizzardmon parts, but also the braided beard feeling very ancient Megatheriumon. And I asked
Definitely.
Weirdomon to make the ice gauntlets blue and pink to reference Daipenmon. I know a lot
Oh,
of people
that's
don't
why.
like Daipenmon, but it is for all intents and purposes the fusion spirit for ice, so I wanted to include it a little bit. With shoulder pads
Alright,
scavenged
alright.
from other Digimon, but you can even see the little Chakmon teddy bear symbol on its cape. So yes, this is a bit
Nice.
of an homage to Gomamon's evolutions, but at its core is a unification of the ice spirits, powered by the other frontier spirits too.
I
Then our
like
next
it.
unified
It's good. Oh, come on. Not again. We're back.
spirit from the core 5
There we
frontier
go.
kids is Commander Irismon or Commander
Ooh.
Kazemon, drawn by some guy 944.
I like
Ancient
it.
Irismon is the sub name, Ancient Kazemon is the dub name. Sure. In this instance, the name could also be Commander Phoenixmon, I guess. But some
I
guy
actually like
944
that.
truly
Commander
combined the
Phoenix.
wind spirit brilliantly, I think. And the blonde hair of Zoe, I think, is a very nice touch, making it feel distinct, but still having those familiar elements from
Nice.
Fairymon, Shutumon, and Jet Sylphimon, making for this almost angelic feeling Valkyrie, a commander of winged hordes. It also, in that respect, does have some nods to Phoenixmon, with the gold elements and bird feet feeling kind of like a
Oh, come
callback
on,
to Phoenixmon
damn it.
itself. But some guy 944 kept those homages light so that the main focus was the wind spirits.
some guy
and then it's back
definitely
to
is
Weirdomon,
a
who
good
designed
artist.
Ragnar Kabuterimon or Ragnar
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. Was Wildemon's... Hold on. I gotta go back just a little bit. Hold on.
Spirits. And then it's back
Okay,
to
hold on.
Weirdomon.
Ow. Oh, look! he made his new Twitter thumbnail and battle the Bonchomon. Oh, yes! He's taking pride in the walk we all love. Nice!
Who designed Ragnar Kabuterimon or Ragnar Beatmon.
Ooh,
this unification of the Thunder Spirit is
it.
incredible. I absolutely love the Plasma Ball shoulder pads
It's
and
gotta
incorporation
have, like,
of
a
Blitzmon,
Ragnarok
Bulkmon,
attack.
Rhino Kabuterimon, and Ancient Beatmon, but also with some familiar elements of the main Kabuterimon family. In my opinion, the Thunder Spirits are very closely tied to the Adventure Kabuterimon line conceptually, so that's why I liked
pretty much
Weirdmon
now.
giving Ragnar Beatmon the red Atla Kabuterimon gauntlets. It just felt right. Also very fond of him having
does.
the same
Look at that.
Thor's hammer as Zudomon, adds that element of connection, and also kind of hints at that knowledge and reliability and Thunder Spirit and Ice Spirit connection. Very cool, I think it came out nicely.
Yeah,
But what I think that a
definitely.
lot
Very
of
cool
Frontier
indeed.
fans have wanted to see, because we have the Light Spirit unified form, is the inverse to that, the darkness. If Koji gets a unified
Okay.
spirit, I think fans always wanted to see what a dark unified spirit would look like for Koichi, and Sora
Yeah, I mean, why
delivered
not?
with Lord Sphinxmon, getting its name naturally from
Ooh.
ancient Sphinxmon and keeping that more Egyptian theme going. As with the others, Loemon, Kaiser Leomon, and Raihimon are very visible here
Not
and influence
bad.
the design, but I'm very fond of the way Soru also managed to add the eyes and blades etc. of Duskmon and reinterpreted the wings of Velgamon to give Lord Sphinxmon the power of flight.
Now
It
that's
feels
how you do
distinct
it.
to Magna Garurumon, but very much a great counterpart in my mind. Also, it kind of reminds me a little of Goldar from Power Rangers. Rest in
Oh, yeah.
peace, Jason
I
David
can
Frank.
see it.
So I just can't not love
God
this
rest the
design.
soul of
Alright,
the
you've
one
seen
and
how
only
much of the
Green
video
Ranger.
is left, and yes, of course, your boy Carney M had to do the supposedly evil spirits too. You know we're gonna full send for Frontier. And so we begin with Reggie
Why not?
Troyamon, designed
Ooh.
by Weirdomon. My thought process
Not
for this was that
bad.
Arbamon and Petaldramon are of course important, but we don't have an official fusion evolution for the evil spirits, though we did design some purified forms for all of them, and the card is on screen right now.
I
and
remember
maybe
that.
more fusion spirits like that coming soon, maybe, possibly,
Yes.
videos. Anyway, obviously the other element is Ancient Troyamon, so I thought it made sense to more dive into the general idea of Ancient Troy, and not just be shackled to the Trojan horse idea, which really is only present in the ancient form. The rest is
Only
just
in the
wood
ancient
throughout the
form,
rest of
yeah.
the wood spirits, which is why this Digimon's name is Reggie Troyamon, coming from the Roman Regi, meaning king. Basically a very similar origin
okay.
to the Regis from Pokemon, which
So it's
forges a
like,
connection to
oh,
Priam, who was
King
the
Ice
legendary
King. Okay, I
and
get it
last
now.
king of Troy during the Trojan War, which is why Reggie Troyamon is this wise old Ent, with Petaldramon and yes, even Entmon shoulder pads. Covered head
Not
to toe in
bad.
Digicode, this is a very, very wise old tree that I think feels very unique, but quite appropriate for the wood
definitely
spirit.
would not be a
Then
fighter.
the Earth
More
Spirit's
like a
unified form
mentor.
is Gran Volcamon, designed by
Ooh.
Soru. Soru very much took the lead on this one, and I think it came out perfectly. Tons of
He did
Grosseimon
great.
and Gigasmon in here, but I think the reinterpretation of Ancient Volcamon, manifesting as almost a sort of walking forge, came out very nicely.
I
Soru
like it.
really elevated the design of the Earth Spirit here, and I think made something very familiar,
did
but also
wonderful.
wholly original. I can see this guy being some kind of digital world weaponsmith, forging tons of new weapons for Digimon and
Oh,
maybe
like
even
Brock and
creating a few
Sindri.
new legend arms. And our penultimate one, Some Guy 944, came in clutch once again to create another waifu, the unified water spirit,
Here we go.
Queen Mermaimon.
And there it is.
This is getting hot in here, is it just me? I need some water.
Yes, Walter.
I want to die. And yeah, well, Queen
Damn it,
Mermaimon is
Con.
a queen. I think a truly perfect unifier of Ranamon, Calamaramon, and Ancient Mermaimon. While of course very gorgeous,
Damn.
She is very gorgeous to me.
I think it does still have some of that slight creep factor from Calamaramon. This is the Queen of the Sea, and damn right should be treated like one. I think Some Guy 944 really nailed the brief here, and gave us a new take on a feminine aquatic Digimon, which would complement all of the water spirits, but also Digimon like Mermaimon, and even Marine Angemon. And then finally is the
He did
unified
great, I gotta
spirit of
say.
Steel, Prime Wisemon, drawn
Oh
by
my
HLR
God, I
Arts.
love it.
HLR wanted to keep the familiar elements of Mercurymon, Sephirothmon, and Ancient Wisemon, but do something new. So he took that very mystical vibe that Sephirothmon and Ancient Wisemon have, and then thought about Mercurymon
Damn.
and the metal Mercury, which led HLR to the discovery that alchemists considered Mercury the prima materia, the stuff needed to make the Philosopher's Stone. And as HLR is a
Okay.
Full Metal Alchemist fan, he really wanted to use that and make Prime Wisemon
I mean,
a
he did
headless
great.
armor with
I
a
love
cloud of magic. And that cape made of liquid mercury, again to reference Mercurymon, the Philosopher's Stone, and maybe even the T-1000. And because this design feels kind of robotic, the name Prime fits quite well. Being used, of course, in popular culture for things like Transformers, a Prime Minister is a leader of people, and from the Prima or Prima Materia. So these are all of our brand new Digimon Frontier Unified Spirits. Make sure you go follow their artists on Twitter, or whatever platform is most popular when this video goes out. And if their commissions are open, please do get a commission from them too. Huge shout out to my sovereign ZDK4.
Okay, and that is where we're going to end off today's video. And I gotta say, those artworks were amazing. Props to everyone and all the work they did. But that is where we're going to end off today's video. I want y'all to remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Down in the description will be a link to the original video, so remember to support the original creator and all they do. And I'll see all you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.